Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thy will on earth as in heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special message that's designed for all of the children of God, those of you who have accepted God as being God, and you a disciple, you one of his children. Right now you're split in many different directions, and it's all good. But now is the time for us to move on, onward, up. It is now time for us to show the world our God. Our God is love. And now, under the banner of love, we who are children, true children, have been given the call to rise up and in love teach the world about our God. And just so you will know, our God is the author of all things, creator of all things, maker of all things, placed it here. I want you to know, I want you to be reminded that nothing belongs to any human being anywhere on the face of the earth. I want you to know that. And another thing I want you to know is this, is that God, our creator, is no respecter of persons. There is not one person on the face of this earth that is more important than another. And there is not one person on the face of this earth that's less important than another. There is no nation on this earth that is more favorite than another, not to our God. And everything where there is selfishness, it is the result of leaving God out. You, who are God's children, who are scattered about, have not known the way to serve God aside from what you have been doing. But now the call has come for you to rise up and be the instrument whereby everyone can see God. For thy will is being done on earth as it is in heaven. And I want to make it simple to you because I want you all to understand. Everything is put here on this earth. Things above it, on it, in it. It is put here for you. A gift from our Creator. And all of the different ideas that you have and all of the different minds out here are seeds planted by the Creator that will call you out of yourselves to involve yourself, to indulge yourselves in the creation and manifestation of things that meet your dreams, meet your desires, recognizing that it is a gift, an opportunity to be alive. And as you create, as you manifest, you do it in love. And it is for the brotherhood. It is for thy will on earth as it is in heaven. And in heaven, there's no homelessness. There's no suffering, no sickness that can't be dealt with. And all of that must happen here. We recognize that everything belongs to God and is here for our benefit. And we are to treat each other as we want to be treated. So our way of doing things is different from the way of the state. The state has its way of doing things, and I don't have to talk about it because we have all lived it. We are living it every day. Even though we are children of the most magnificent, we are living according to the dictates of the state every day. And the state is not concerned about the God that we know. The state is concerned with the state and whatever you think the state means. But God is concerned about us all. And so everything which we desire that are common amongst each of us ought to be guaranteed to us by us. We are to be the light of the world. We are no longer to follow someone who leads us away from God, but only towards God. And while what I say to you today is the most loving things that you have ever heard, the most loving thing you've ever heard, it's only here today. And tomorrow my hope and my prayer is that there is something that is even more loving, and I know that it's leading me straight to the path and the heart of God. But we are no longer to be bound by that which has taken us here, waiting to move on a step higher. And I say to you, all of you, wherever you are, now is the time for you to rise up. Rise up and let the glory of God shine in your lives by guaranteeing to each of us that all of us will be able to be living in the kind of house. In other words, put it this way, those things that are common amongst us will be guaranteed, and they are guaranteed. We're going to see to that. And it's free. It's free. There's no payment in heaven. You do what you have been given to do. That's your part in the process of creating all of that which we consider heaven. And it is for the benefit of all in heaven. And there's no price. It is a gift. And so be it here. There is no price. This is a gift. Everything is a gift. And our full and only purpose is to learn the magnificence of love. This is our purpose in life. Whatever road we're on, whatever path we travel, our purpose is to learn love, to be lovers as God is love, to have no limits to our creativity, for we are moving up, and thy will is on earth as it is in heaven. We will end war because we will treat our brothers right, and we will teach them how to treat one another right. We will be just with one another and with all of our dealings with others, and we will teach them to be just with others. Why? Because we are the love letters to the world. We are the light that shines in darkness, and we don't walk according to anything that takes us away from God. We are chosen, and we have been converted, and our minds have been changed, and now we can see light in the dark, and we know our way out of the tunnel. And as we go, we want everyone to know that there is a God that is able to do whatever God wants to do. And we live by the will of God. And our living is to be an example of that God which we know, which is kind to us and requires that we are kind to one another. Well, I'm asking you, this is the first time I think I've ever come out and just spoke to you in this manner. And that manner, once again, is this. Your walk in life has been good. But now you're being called out to take it a step higher. And that is to stop following after the dictates of those who are selfish. Those who says it's okay to have a rich class, to have a middle class, and to have a poor class. Those who say that that is fine. That is not fine according to God. According to God, all people deserve to have their dreams come true. And we as people must guarantee to one another that we will play a part in making those dreams come true, making our dreams come true, not hindering them, not trying to shape their dreams, but to love them so that their dreams, so that all of our dreams can come true by recognizing that we can claim nothing because we brought nothing. We can take nothing away because we ain't got nothing. And we just leave what we borrowed to come here. Everything belongs to another power. Respect that. We have to respect that. Now, I know you who live in the world as I do have been following the dictates and the ways of the systems in which we live. Now, we're not just going to jump off the bandwagon and stop. We're going to recognize the truth of the matter. And we're working towards settling this in a manner that works for us all. In a manner that says, we now know better than we knew before. And according to our newfound knowledge is the way we're going to respond. And an adjustment has got to be made one way or the other. We can, as gentlemen, respecting my truth and my commitment, our truth, our commitment brings an expression of love towards ourselves, towards you, equally, nothing different, equally. And we challenge that against what your desire is, what your laws permit, and all of these things. And because this is more expressive and good enough for us, we live according to that. So, I'm going to have a distraction. But anyway, this is what I want you to know. Because we live according to that, but we become, this is nothing new. There was a time years and years ago when people who loved God, who knew and accepted God, acted this way. But somewhere down the line, they got outsmarted, they got outplayed, and all of their effectiveness dissipated. And they're just existing, waiting for the next moment. And that moment has come. That moment is now. Coming all from out of the politics. Because God is not political. God is love. Different faiths coming together in love. In love. Love for God and love for one another. And love for those who don't know God, who do all of their actions and activities in an anti-God fashion, who don't know any better, who's just calling on us, begging for us, even though they don't know it, begging for us to glorify God so they can know and they can be set free. I'll be back to tell you more later. This is just an introduction. I'm not even telling you who I am. Bye-bye.